Okay.
You don't wanna keep that for a little bit, cause it's just been sitting in my
Why don't you-
office.
I don't think
I'll take care of it.
Guarding that.
Okay.
Mr. Dickey, if
You know how much it costs me.
It's like a Rembrandt. It's like a
It's a piece
Rembrandt.
of cardboard.
You might not get paid for
I'm just
years
talking about
if you do
yourself.
that. We'd have to garnish you your checks for 10 years. Okay, all right. We appreciate Mr. Christian's passion for the football field, or the stadium. I understand that, and I agree with him 100% on what he's saying. We can just get her done. Okay, next presentation is Chastity Graham from Hamlet PKA. She's going to talk to us about the outdoor project. She's talked to us a little bit about this before, I don't know.
I have. I just went ahead and did kind of a list of all of the areas that need improvement or that we will be working on in our grounds. As you know, we have children housed in this facility as well as our main facility. So I have outlined for you just everything down to painting fences outside.
Are you asking for any money?
I'm not asking
Oh,
for a
man.
dime.
You're the kind we'd like to talk to.
This is informational.
You're doing better all the time.
Okay, I'll start with the preschool location, which is housed at this facility. Oh, I'm sorry.
My child goes through.
I know.
He'll probably be
In case you
one
hadn't
of
noticed.
the biggest users of the place when it's completed.
For the preschool location, the project consists of expanding the current playground to the sidewalk so that there's more square footage for the children to actually be able to be active in. Install new fencing around that expanded area. They then, plan to cover with topsoil and then sod. They're going to put sod down so that the children can have instant access of that area. They want to install outdoor musical instruments, and those would include a sound wave, bongo drums, and a xylophone. And then they need to put an outdoor building and a bench so that tricycles can be stored there, as well as portable gross motor equipment storage for preschool. And then they wish to have a tricycle track painted on the pavement. The total cost for that would be $2,841, and that's through the Early Education Initiative. And they already have the money.
Who are they that are desiring these things you just spoke of? I mean, are you? Is it
Well, I
preschool
received this from Dion, our coordinator for our preschool. And I think that all of the preschools have various grounds projects that they are looking to complete at their facilities.
So it would be
This
your
is
staff
just the
plus-
particular one that they have designed. And I believe they've already spoken with the person who is going to install these changes, as well as Dana Smith.
But I'm saying you're at your school, your preschool people, this is what they're seeking too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this also part of the requirements to meet a preschool?
I believe so, yes. I'll have to, yeah.
It's part of the preschool requirements, make their playground facilities
Up to code. Okay, and then for the elementary and middle school location, we are seeking mulch for the playground and to replace some damaged plants and trees, and that will be funded through the PTO. Last year, the PTO brought two really nice weeping cherry trees to put at the roadway next to our front walk. And overnight, one of those trees didn't make it. I don't know what happened, but we are just wishing to replace, the PTO wants to replace that. Our commercial part of our playground is in need of some mulch, which they are willing to provide the funding for that. And then we just have a few things that we need to do through the maintenance, the fencing around the playground. There are a few areas that needs to be repaired. There's some fencing by the roadway, just some cosmetic things we would like to just paint. And we do need some gravel on our parking area. We tried to create a parking area next to the elementary portion of the building, but we're going to have some additional gravel there for it to be utilized like it should be. The gravel that we got initially was much too large, and I guess it wasn't packed down enough, and the cars kind of sink up in it, so they can't pull forward. But we do have a parking issue there, especially with parents trying to come in to activities or come in and out to pick up their children. We have also talked to Mr. Smith about a storage building to store some of our kitchen supplies that the kitchen uses, or our kitchen staff, like our wagons that we use for our morning breakfast, as well as our coolers that food is packed into the classrooms. So we were looking for a storage building, and I believe that is in the works, but that's nothing I'm requesting funding for. And then the final thing on there is our natural playground project. And I've kind of made a list of the funding we've acquired, the funding that I have applied for that's pending, and then some other funding that is coming up that will be an opportunity for us. So at this time, we have $6,300 that we have received for this project. But we have various other grants we've applied for that I feel very confident we will receive. Also received a phone call today from our partners at the Keys for Healthy Kids, and she spoke with a gentleman from the Appalachian Regional Commission, and his name is James Bush, who is very interested in our project and is going to do a site visit on June the 3rd because they are interested in funding a portion of it as well. And I did hand out the last time a drawing of our project. I don't know if you guys still have that, but I do have this that I can pass around for you to look at. You see that? And then I brought some other things. Our children have been featured because of this project, in several of the flyers and brochures for Keys for Healthy Kids. They've also received some national recognition for the planting of their gardens, and as well as our local paper article that someone did for us. So I'll pass those around so you can see them as well. But I just am here to kind of let you know what some of our needs are and what our plans are, and hope that you will support us in those as we continue forward with our projects to make our school better.
We'll be fully supportive of it, because from what the rendition you've given us earlier is really good, and I know it takes time to put all the pieces together. Now, these items in here where you're talking about the maintenance, like the gravel and things like
Right.
that, have you all asked for those things?
Well,
yet?
I have talked to Mr. Smith about those things, and he said those are things that they can definitely do for us. I just wanted to include all of this on there, so if you drove by and saw a big truck there that was full of gravel, you would know that what was going on.
Okay, but I mean, so eventually you guys will go through school due or
Yes.
something like that? to
We
request
will
it?
put those requests through school due.
Anything else, you guys?
Well, I think, I know Chastity had herself in the back, but I was out there the other day and went to the cafeteria, and I wish y'all would go see that cafeteria for her and maybe one or two teachers and some of the parents painted during spring break. And I think she needs a minute for that.
Thank you.
So I've been thinking about going to business card and the paint. They really did a good job.
It's very professional looking.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Thank you.
You're not thinking about leaving, are you?
I did have the opportunity to go out a couple of times during the week that they were painting, and second
She
time-
saw us during that time. We may not have looked so professional with the paint on our faces and our arms, but I just try to do everything I can to make our school the best place it can be for kids.
We appreciate that wholeheartedly, but not anywhere near the way they appreciate it. And I'm sure that they, in their minds, they just think this is our environment. But when they come in after spring break and something like that has changed, I know the impact it has on St. Pete.
Oh, the first graders, when they went through, it's beautiful.
Yes, sir, Mr. Wilkerson.
Would you please tell Chastity that her voice projects far better than anyone that's been on tonight? I could understand every word that she said.
Well, she can hear you,
Thank you.
and she'll have to evaluate what that means.
My husband may not agree with that, though.
But I
He
do.
doesn't hear everything you say, is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
But I do have to say, when I was out there observing the project, they did swear me to secrecy. I was not allowed to tell. They wanted it to be a surprise. Did you notice the curtains?
Oh, yeah.
That was an added, something. to
Come
do.
out anytime. We would love to have you come out, and if you stop by, I would love to take you out onto the playground to show you where all these elements are going to be. I'm so very optimistic about this and excited, and I feel that it's going to be great, not only for our school, but for the community.
Another thing, with her being able to give all of this information this evening, because, we had talked earlier about if they're going to ask for funding outside of here, you guys would like to know where it's coming from. And this had already been in place, right? You had already started some of
Yes,
these?
I have. I have not, the Aetna Foundation, I've held off on applying for that one until I could speak to you to make sure I could proceed with the project. The Try This conference, they have asked me to be a speaker at that in June, and so I'm going to go to Buchanan and talk to those folks, and that we have the opportunity to receive additional funding based on that as well. So it's an exciting time.
Sounds like it. Speaking for myself, I think you're all on the right track, and you need to go ahead and proceed. Other board members feel the same way?
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you, and we'll keep a watch on you. The
Okay.
Honorable Mr. O'Donoghue, I know he takes walks, and we want him to be
He does?
safe when he goes around the neighborhood.
Well, the first day after spring break, I pick Zara up some evenings, and I was waiting in the yard, and she called me all the way over to see the painting. She was so thrilled with it. Really had an impact, big time.
Makes you feel good, doesn't it, Chester?
It does.
Even though you had to go get that paint off of you.
That's minor.
Thanks a lot, we appreciate it.
Thank you, and I will keep you updated as we receive more funding and as the project progresses.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Back a month or two ago, whenever we first asked Trish to talk to our principals about letting us know what was going on, we wanted that for a lot of reasons. That, like I think Carol alluded to earlier, we don't get blindsided and things, but also, to hear people, how much enthusiasm they have when they talk about the things they're trying to accomplish at their schools. It's just tremendous. Okay.